So I have something for you to consider. This is a very interesting fact. There is this Swiss physicist, Dr. Carlos Rubia. He won a Nobel Prize. He developed a ratio of how much energy it takes to create 1 unit of matter. And as you can see, it's a pretty big number, 9,746 to the power of 108 units of energy to create 1 basic unit of matter. Another way to say that is that it takes over 1 billion units of energy to create 1 unit of matter. I have always enjoyed saying to people, you see, there is more to you than meets the eye. And these days, I'm sure many of you, you're familiar with quantum physics and how that is changing our perspectives of who we are. How many of you are familiar with the quantum physics, so I can see? Very, very good, right? So we're learning how to even think differently. One of the dynamics changed right away, and I think it will take a while before we get used to it, but this is just one example of how understanding quantum physics will change how we perceive that which we have called spiritual and that which we have called metaphysical. One of them is that quite often we say to one another, I will send you my love. You're going on the trip, I will think of you, I will send you my love. How many of you use that sentiment? I will send you my love. Well, in reality, or in the new reality, as science is teaching us now about the quantum reality, what you are actually doing is you're not sending energy. You are activating energy in a particular time, space, coordinate. That's very different from sending energy. Do you understand? But because human beings are the way we are and we have these feelings, I think it's going to take a while before we get to the point that we're getting ready to leave and we turn to our beloved and we say, my love, I will be aware and I will activate the energy of love in your particular time-space coordinate that you may occupy at any particular moment today, in this time, in this reality, in this dimension. You understand? But that is what we are doing. So we're learning. And one more, just to start the day. What if that which we have called holy and enlightened, those who have this golden glow around them, and to me, you have that golden glow. That's what I see when I look at you and my eyes change and your energy says, yes. What if that state that we have called holy is the next level of who we are in fifth dimensional reality, and the golden energy is the fallout of the fusion that we are creating at this time, the alignment that we are creating between third, fourth, fifth, and perhaps even sixth dimensional reality. What do you think? This changes our perception of what does it mean to be enlightened? What does it mean to be holy? And I remember when I started to see the golden energy change in the dynamic, I'd always seen it since I was a child. It was in the air, it kind of moved back and forth, it was around people. But in my 20s, I started to notice when people touched, there was something happening. And what we are doing, first I thought, so this is the final, there's 3 dynamics we're covering this morning that indicate changes in our reality and changes in our perception. I thought for the longest time, up until about 2 years ago, that we were actually exchanging the energy. But my sight has changed. And what we are doing when we talk with one another, the work we did together here yesterday, when we say yes to one another, to hear one another, to appreciate one another, we actually amplify the energy within ourselves. And as you amplify the energy of wholeness, holiness, fifth dimensional reality, because you resonate with that, people that are around you, if it is appropriate for their reality, they respond. What do you think? So these are some of the new dynamics of energy as we have evolved. Our brains, our nervous system, our understanding, and what it means to be living in a time that we are discovering more about quantum physics. What do you think? Does that make holiness more accessible to you? Do you understand that you are right now in this moment co-creating your most enlightened life? This is it. And because you know there's more, we're going to talk a little more. Is that okay? Okay, good. Now, I have some questions I'm going to ask you all. And I'm going to have you take a look here. There are many people who consider themselves energy workers. I consider myself an energy worker. If you look at this picture, can you tell me who the energy workers are in this picture? If you look at this picture, all these beautiful cultural faces, can you tell me who the energy workers are in this picture? Okay. Is this an energy worker? It's an energy worker. Now, I have some questions for you. I'm going to ask you to be patient with me. There's a certain point I wish to make. So at this moment, I'm going to ask those of you who are teachers and practitioners of the EMF balancing technique, would you please stand? And I want to thank you for taking the time to come closer to learn this work. Stay standing. The people in this room, they're from Argentina, Canada, Belgium, France, Germany, Colombia, Argentina, who did I miss? Chile, New Zealand, Australia, Spain, Venezuela, all right, good. Russia, there you go. Mexico, good. United States. Phew. And there's someone here from New York. That's another place. Stay standing, please. So now, I would also like to ask those of you who practice any other form of energy work, would you please stand? Now, and everybody stay standing. Those that I've asked to stand, please stay standing, because there's something we're going to do here. Now first, feel my energy and feel my heart. I want to thank you for everything you are doing, all of you, for making this conscious effort to expand our conscious abilities here on the planet. Whether you do the EMF balancing technique work or not, in my view, we are working together. So I wish to thank you for everything you do. Stay standing. Those of you who are still sitting, would you please stand? Because I have a message for you. Over 1 billion units of energy to create 1 unit of matter born on the planet. The beautiful individual resonance that you are. I assure you, you are an energy worker. Thank you. So we'll have a seat. So tell me now, who is the energy worker? Everyone. Everyone. Great. Some of us may be a little crazier than others. That's okay. Remember, I told you yesterday, we are people of the edge. We go to the edge to be able to expand our consciousness and our abilities. The biggest challenge at this time is how do we stay centered? How do we stay stable as everything is changing so quickly? And for me, that's working with the lattice. And for those who come close and do this work, it's working with the lattice to hold that energy. So in October of last year, I had a chance to take part in an event, in England, and it was with Lynn McTaggart and Bruce Lipton and Sir Rupert Sheldrake. It was a scientific event, and this was in their brochure. It said, we are surviving in a world of competition and struggle. Suppose we are not separate. Now, you and I already know that, and I just want to tell you how happy I am to be one of the hosts for this conference. For me, this is a fabulous dream come true.